Howdy folks, welcome back, and if you happen to be new, don't forget to subscribe while you're here. So today's video, back to working on the ST. I am getting this bike ready to ride to Sturgis in just a couple weeks, so I'm going through. It's brand new. If you haven't seen a few videos back, I just bought it. First brand new motorcycle, and I love it. Chewing through the break-in miles, and I ordered a bunch of parts for it for the trip, and then also just I gotta set the bike up for me. So today's video, we're gonna put on the crash bar. Let's take a look. So far we've gotten a few things on her. I just put the hand guards on, LED turn signals, and thrash and supply, 6.5-inch riser setup. So now we're gonna put on the crash bar, and it looks like we have to take the pegs off to do it. Super cool crash bar. I can't remember the manufacturer, but honestly, all these crash bars are pretty much the same. This one's nice, comes with hardware, and I will put a link in the description so you can go ahead and buy one if you'd like one for yourself. And if you look through my other videos, I'm trying to make sure I link all the cool parts that we're using, so go ahead and buy some. Now, you don't need a lift to do this job, but a lift makes every job easier, and that's why I have two of them. So now that everything's in the air, we can see a little bit easier here. But looks like super straightforward installation, and new hardware on something like this. On a lot of stuff, I use blue Loctite. On this, I'm going to use red because it's going on and it's not coming off for a long time, hopefully, so we're going to use red. All right, so these little plastic caps right here, a little tech tip is take your pick and get on there, and you can actually unthread it. And that'll, once you get it started, you can get pliers on it. But see how it just comes right out there? And you just come in here and give a little pinch on it. There we go. See, and it just comes right out. No problem. Once you have the foot pegs removed, we are getting ready to put in the crash bar. And we got the crash bar mounted up here. I was a little bit confused on the hardware. So you're going to reuse your peg hardware. One of the small screws goes here. This one I was able to reuse this bolt, and it seems to be working just fine. On the other side here, we got the two bolts, reusing the peg hardware. And I know I said I was going to use red Loctite, but after taking this thing apart and looking what the factory used, I ended up using blue because they use blue, and normally the factory kind of knows what's going on. They spent a ton of money on research, so we're not going to argue with them. All we have to do now is put on the little foot peg ends for the highway pegs. So the two larger bolts we have here is a number 10, and those get mounted right on the end here. And as you can see, they're just highway pegs that are right in line with the factory peg. I'm going to tilt the bike over and see, but the good thing is these are hollow, so even if I do hit it scraping, you know, in a hard turn, it should have some give to it, so it's not going to make me crash. But I'll definitely feel that out. And in the meantime, I'll just be careful. So just a little of the blue stuff right there. And, whoop, there we go. There we go. Mint. And if you're wondering about the smaller Allen heads, those are a number 8. Oh man, I can't wait to get this thing on the ground and see it. But so far, I am stoked, And before I do put it on the ground, let's jump on and just try it out while it's all hooked up and I don't have to balance. Oh, I'll be stretching out big time on the freeway. Look at that. That is going to be perfect for thousands of miles to Sturgis. So overall, I am pretty stoked on this thing. It feels comfortable. It looks good. As far as clearance goes, it's like I said, the same as the regular pegs, so that shouldn't be a problem. And if it is a problem, I will find out very soon, and I will let you guys know. I'm very familiar with, just touching the end of the pegs there in the corners. So we will see, once I start railing some turns on this thing, how close I can get with it. But this bike handles like it's on rails with stock suspension, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Alrighty, folks. So crash bar install, pretty easy. The factory bolts were really in there, but I got them out. And like I said, I ended up using blue Loctite because that's what the factory used. So we stuck with it. But very happy with the product overall, especially because of the price. Seems like a steal of a deal. And we'll run it and we'll do a longevity test on it. And I'll let you guys know in a long-term review how it holds up. Because we're about to slam thousands of miles on this bike very shortly, like in a couple weeks. So I am so excited. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you on the next one. If you happen to be new, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.